Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I almost didn't get that out. And I got to say, I'm glad you're with me today. And as we say, welcome to my little world. Come on in for a moment. You know, it's that time of year. At least that's what the song says. It's that time of year that a lot of contemplation goes on in mind and wondering what in the world I'm going to get and give. You go to the stores and you find the opportunities that are there. The stores are filled. The shelves are about us, at least to the greatest degree. I know this year's a little different. But generally speaking, we see the advertisements on television. We read them in the various publications that are out there. We recognize it is that time of year about gift selection. Children have dreams of what they want to receive, and sometimes they're taken to visit Santa Claus. And the question there generally is, what do you want? What do you want brought to you? Often, what do you want Santa Claus to bring to you? We can go through the long history of giving that is associated with this season of the year, with the Christmas time. We can recognize the stockings that are hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. We even have songs about it, many songs about it, but many about the giving of gifts. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth, or a hippopotamus, or as one says, everything from a diamond ring to a mine. You know, it just depends. Seems like it's quite a season for those who are retailing or selling, but it's quite a tumultuous time for seeking out that gift that you want to give to someone else, especially if that person is really important to you. I mean, we have gift-giving parties at works and at schools and such as that. Families get together and exchange gifts with one another quite often. It's an amazing thing that we get so caught up in giving and purchasing and giving that one perfect gift. I guess it was some time ago I realized, there comes a point in life that things are just things. Yes, they're nice and they're good. We love them. This modern age, we find technology is one of the big gifts that is given, or of some form of technology, and people are excited. Are they nice gifts? Yes. Jewelry is given. Is it a nice gift? Yes. If new clothing is given, is it a nice gift? Sure. The toys that the children receive, are they excited about them? Sure. But I got to thinking today and did a little searching. What's the greatest gift you ever received? And I went through a few websites and searched to see what people were saying, and some were devoted just simply to people's comments about the greatest gift they ever received. Many of them were simple things. Something that had belonged to a parent, cleaned up, fixed, repaired, and given. Pictures of family and loved ones. One was mentioning handwritten memories placed in a jar that could be pulled out day by day. Pretty special gifts. Some gifts are pretty cheap. Some take a lot of effort to put together. Handmade gifts that are handed and given, lovingly engraved. There are very special gifts, one of a kind. What is the greatest gift you were ever given? We might say, my mother and father who brought me into this world. I received the gift of life. And of course, as we think about it, we say, what is the greatest gift we've ever received? Why, of course, it's the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But let's take it down a notch. And let's just think about right now. Let's think about the gift that you and I can give. You're thinking about your wife or your husband, your children, your friend, somebody that's close to you, and you're thinking, what can I get? And you've searched through the stores, you've checked the aisles, you've dropped the hints, you've made some ideas, and you've thought, what in the world can I give to him or her? Some just give money. While it's expensive, it is the most easy gift to give. But some see it as impersonal. And in a way, I guess I understand why. Some of you are right now saying, hey, I don't mind money, that's a good thing. But let me get back to the point. As I read through the list of all those things that were listed as the greatest gift I ever received, I thought about how they were gifts that the person could not purchase for himself or herself. As I said, we come to a point in life where generally if you really need something, you find a way to buy it. You purchase it. And then you have it. Maybe husbands and wives, when they need something, they figure out a way to do it and buy it. So why the gift? Or what is the gift? I guess is more important. Not just why the gift, we want to give, but what gift? And the thought came to mind in reading all the lists and those very, very personal, one-of-a-kind gifts that you couldn't purchase for yourself. The answer is the gift of you. Now that may not sound like much in a way, but the gift of you. I think about the words that Jesus shared in John 15, as he's quoted there and talking to his closest on earth, his disciples, his closest disciples, and talking about what he is about to do. In the 15th chapter, in the 13th verse, he simply says, greater love, you know it's coming, don't you? Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. Now we know what Jesus was going to do, but you're thinking, well, I'm not going to necessarily go and hang on a cross for somebody, but to give them you, to give them your heart, your time, your energy, your life invested in them. Some time ago, I read that it is not the quality of time that you give. For parents, we're often saying we may not have a lot of time that we give to our kids, but we try to give them quality time. I've tried to understand and define what quality time was. But the thing that I read, and I truly believe, it's not the quality time, it's the quantity of time. It's the time that you set aside everything else. When the phone means nothing to you because of what you're doing. That the dishes can wait, the floor doesn't necessarily need to be swept, the beds don't have to be made, the job can be put aside for a little while. That maybe no sports or entertainment are brought your way, it's just time spent together. I don't know how you spend it, but you're spent with that one. Some time ago at a seminar, a speaker shared the thought that he gave up, he was so busy with his job, but his son wanted to go to a ball game, and he gave up that time, and all he could think about was the people that he wasn't getting to see and work with at that point. He said, I felt like I was wasting my day. Well, it hurt to hear those words. Because I bet if you could turn it around for the boy that went with his dad, it may have seemed something unimportant to the dad, but to the boy, it meant all the world. The gift of you, your time, your energy, your heart, your love. Spend it with them. The gift of you may be the greatest gift you'll ever give. If you think back over it, and when you get to be my age, you think back about so many people who are not with us anymore. I'd like to spend just a little more time with mom or dad, with grandmother, grandfather, or a dear friend or whoever it might be. If you could just sit down with a cup of coffee or whatever and spend a little more time. Give the gift of you this year. The gift that may be the greatest gift anyone will ever receive. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. So as you're busy about this season, think about that. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down his life, their life, your life, for someone you love. Hey, I'm glad you're with me today. I hope it's a wonderful day for you. Where I am, the weather's beautiful, and we're thankful for that. We look forward to many days ahead and good things in this busy season of the year. Spread a little cheer. Enjoy the time. And give the gift of you. Hey, we'll see you, and we'll talk about a little more a little further down the road.